treatment every day, all day, doing whatever it takes to just get it back to normal. So, yeah.
If it was the season when this happened, do you feel like the timeline would have been similar? Do you feel like you gave yourself a little bit more time because you had that luxury?
Yeah.
Like, how would it have played out?
I mean, it's funny. It's literally the same exact thing happened last year. I think Baltimore, whenever week that was, same exact thing, and timeline was a lot faster. So, just kind of depends.
Brandon mentioned earlier that he's not super worried, at least from your perspective, of your chemistry with Josh, that he feels like you guys have gotten to such a good point that you should be able to get right back into the flow with him. Do you feel that as well?
Yeah, I mean, even just today doing routes on air, it was right back to where there was no, missteps or anything like that. So, felt good to be back out there running around and catching the ball from him.
There's been a fair amount of turnover in your position group. Obviously, yourself and Keon are back. But how do you make sense of that? What do you feel like the group? How has it kind of come together here during camp? Do you think?
Great. I mean, great guys from Palmer to E. Obviously Shavers, Curtis. Our whole group. As a group, we all gel pretty well. Obviously, when that group is like that way, it's getting to know each other and how are we gonna play off of each other on the field and stuff like that. So it's great. It's a great room. Super happy to be around those guys every day. They push me, and day by day we just get closer and closer and better and better.
You mentioned playing off of each other. That maybe could be a bit of a challenge just because each one of you individually has missed some time during camp. So will there be a sense of urgency maybe week one to kind of ramp that up in the practice setting?
Yeah, I mean, we've been with each other since OTAs. So, I mean, whether missed time or not, I think we've got a decent amount of time already with each other to kind of know how each other plays. They know my play style, I know their play style, who runs a little quicker, who runs a little slower, just who does what. I think we've had more than enough time to, fully learn each other.
What was it like for you to see Tyrell make this roster, and what just did you see out of him this preseason in camp?
Man, I love him. I love him. He's definitely somebody, I guess I could say, like, big little bro. He older than me, so but yeah, just since he's gotten here, he's done nothing but keep his head down and work. I mean, the dude's a dog. He shows that every single day, that he belongs here. So that was one person that I definitely, when I saw he made it, for sure made me smile. My wife was happy because now his wife stays around too. So it's just my household was happy, was it yesterday? So, just a great dude overall.
Hey, Khalil, how do you guys handle the expectation that's going to be on not only the whole team, but offensively? You're coming off a year where you set a team record in scoring. So, I mean, and it's the same guys mostly. How do you deal with that expectation, the burden?
Yeah, we're not really worried about what other people think. We're worried about what we're doing here as a team and, sticking to what we do best, and that's obviously getting to know each other every single day. Everybody eats, all those things. We're not really too worried about, the outside noise. We're really focused on each other and what can we do each and every day to help each other improve.
I know you'll be in probably a completely different situation a week from today with more rehab and everything like that. Yeah. But in terms of that first practice, were there any limitations? How did you feel? How did you make it through the practice?
Yeah, I mean, it felt great. It's obviously there was a plan put in place from the moment it happened. So for me, it's trusting the staff and trusting the training room staff to just every single day show up and follow the plan and stick to the script and day by day ramp it up.
Cool. We haven't talked to you since James Cook signed.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't hear you.
No, it's okay. We haven't talked to you since James Cook signed. What's your reaction to 4 guys from that 2022 draft class signing, including yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. From me to TB to James. To CB, just to all come in with each other in the same class and to see everybody. I think everybody's goal is to reach that second contract and to see all the hard work that all of us have put in pay off. You can't do nothing but smile. It's great to see each and every single one of them get what they deserve, and we're just excited to keep it rolling.
You were saying that you're taking it day by day and not have to prove anything, worry about yourselves. How has that changed from last year when you were going? Also, got to prove, the changes that were made in the receivers room and maybe chip on the shoulder or have to prove something. The fact that you did prove it last year, does that make it easier now to take it day by day compared to how you were looking at it last year?
I think every day we got the guys on this offense and on this team that just everybody shows up and puts one foot in front of another. We're not really looking too far into the future. We're worried about, if it's, Thursday, whatever, worry about Thursday. If it's Tuesday, worry about Tuesday. It's just putting one foot in front of the other and taking it step by step and worrying about, what we got to do now. So everybody's pretty good at focusing on just being in the present moment.
How much did last year's success, though, underscore that that's the way to do it?
Yeah, obviously when you look back at it, it was a great season in terms of that. But, we're still trying to reach that ultimate goal. So we know what we've done, but it's not like it's just going to pop up and be there again this year. Obviously we got to work for that again, not only for that, but to be better. So, again, knowing that is, we can't get to week 4 without worrying about getting through today. So, like I said before, we're worried about just putting one foot in front of the other.
On a personal level, kind of related to that, obviously you had the season you did last year, and now this wide receiver room's got newer faces, some of them. Like, do you take on more responsibility for yourself going into this season?
Yeah, of course. Every year I want to get better and better. So it's, right when the season's over, looking at the tape and trying to focus on what I can do to get better. And that's obviously through off-season workouts on my own, but also when OTAs come around and continue to do that around the team and around the guys. So for me, I've looked at my film in the past and what I can do to get better and just to, build off of a good year last year, be even better this year.
A lot of that is also leading. How have you grown as a leader here?
Yeah, I mean, I've started to let my personality show a little bit. At first when you get here, rookie and second year, it's kind of you're just kind of tiptoeing around, making sure that you don't mess up. And obviously, we're at a point now where let the personality show, and just whatever I can do to help the guys in the receiver room, whether that's playbook or just personal stuff outside of this, and or just learning about Buffalo overall, just sharing whatever I can with them.
How weird is it going to be to go against a scout team theoretically that has All-Pro Poe at safety, Jordan Phillips, who's been in the league for a long time at tackle? I mean, how unique is that?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, for me, seeing those guys walk in the building the past couple of days, it just puts a smile on my face. Those are guys that I look up to, guys that from my time being here, I've just learned so much from them. So I'm just super excited, to have them back. And obviously, for me, the learning how to lead never stops from guys like that. They show up every single day and put that on display. So whether I've been here for 2-3 years or 6, 7, whatever it is, it's learning from those guys no matter what, day in and day out.
Thanks, Khalil.
Stepped in late, but how good was it just to get a feel for getting it back out on the field, working
Good.
it out a little bit?
Good. It feels good to be back out there with the guys. I was just in the training room, a lot and getting right, and to be back out there with them and running around and stuff like that, catching from Josh feels great.